The hunt for humans by the authorities has begun, with innocent islanders, slaves, and criminals all becoming prey. Dangerous individuals like Kuma are highly valued, if he can be taken down. 10,000 points will be awarded. The prize for the winner is incredibly wonderful. Devil fruits considered to be the strongest. Saint Garling is also interested in this game, and the event's host, one of the 5 most powerful individuals in the world, is observing from above. The nightmare begins with many falling, and the continuous sound of gunfire distracts Kuma. Ivankov and Ginny remind him to stick to the plan and not worry about anything. To find a way to survive, the boy obediently listens. In another development at Marine headquarters, after receiving information that something was about to happen at God Valley, the fleet admiral at that time called his friend Garp, asking him to quickly go there and resolve it. He didn't explain the reason, which confused the vice admiral. Initially, Garp intended to refuse, but seeing how much he was begged, he reconsidered. Additionally, there was other important information. Roger was also participating in this event. Hearing that his sworn enemy had arrived, Garp immediately jumped up and set sail. At the same time, the notorious Rocks pirates had also begun heading towards God Valley, and other crews in the New World, seeing this, followed suit, thinking it was a major event in the pirate world. Returning to Kuma's current situation, many people have been killed in front of him. Because of his large body, the boy also became a target. Nearing the sea, Ivankov showed everyone the cruelty of the authorities. Outside the coast, a large number of marine ships were surrounding them, making it certain that no one could leave safely. And this entire island would be erased from history for going against the will of the celestial dragons. This game had only one outcome from the start. Prey like them would surely be killed within 3 weeks. It's unbelievable that everyone here is living in hell. Some still mistakenly believe that if they can survive the allotted time, they will be spared. Ivankov stated that no one had ever survived in previous competitions. The fact that those people gave them hope of survival was just for entertainment. They wanted people like them to try to escape so the hunt would become more interesting. Therefore, no one should dream of surviving in this death game. If they want to escape this situation, they must fight against the authorities. As of now, Saint Garling has earned over 100,000 points, and he is targeting high-value prey. Fortunately, Kuma's group is not among them, and thanks to a fishman in the team, they were able to remove their handcuffs. Ivankov praised his friend's talent, making him overjoyed as he had never been praised like that before. Ginny is trying to contact the outside world. She has leaked information to the pirates, but there has been no action yet. With her talent, Ginny plays an important role in the escape. She is trying to manipulate information, using the reward of super rare devil fruits to lure pirates, among which there is one that allows the user to transform into a mythical azure dragon, and the other allows one to teleport to a distant island, if they get it. Slaves like them will be able to escape safely. The reward is in the central area, which means they will have to risk going back there to find it. Ginny is a professional thief, eavesdropper, and information broadcaster, asserting that pirates will soon come here and cause chaos. 2 weeks prior, she had already leaked the information outside. By taking advantage of the battle between the celestial dragons and the pirates, they will take the treasure and escape. However, to execute the plan perfectly, someone needs to distract the celestial dragons, which also means someone will have to sacrifice themselves so that others can continue to live. Hearing this, Kuma didn't hesitate to raise his hand. He said he had a strong body, so he would probably last longer than everyone else. And he didn't want to see anyone fall again, so he would try his best. Ivankov and Ginny were touched and promised they would definitely not let him die, and they would all leave this living hell together. Outside on the beach, the wind began to blow strongly. A few Navy ships had been shot down by the powerful Rocks pirates. And not only them, but many other notorious pirate crews were also arriving. The battle at sea thus erupted, but the pirates clearly showed their overwhelming power. Rocks also ordered his crew to land on the island and steal the treasure. Formidable and powerful figures stepped out one after another. The first pair was Whitebeard and Stussy, with Queen Gloriosa standing beside them. Along with them were Big Mom and Kaido. Golden Lion Shiki demanded that whoever stole the treasure would own it. John was also very interested in the treasures on the island. All of them were recognized legends in the pirate world. Whitebeard feared that Rocks would forget the purpose of coming here, so he asked everyone to check the treasure first. Golden Lion Shiki was not very pleased because he always spoke like a leader. Kaido wanted to fight Roger but was advised against it by Big Mom. News of the powerful pirates present at God Valley destroying the hunt angered the celestial dragons. The navy was being attacked from all directions without being able to retaliate. For some reason, news of this island had spread. And at this moment, Roger's pirate crew had also arrived to join the fun. This would be the fiercest battle to date, with powerful crew members arriving one after another. From above, Saint Garling saw the chaos and immediately ordered his soldiers to retreat to protect the celestial dragons. He and 2 other holy knights would confront the other pirates. The explosion of the 2 pirate crews turned the entire island into a sea of fire. Ivankov urged Kuma to quickly get the reward before one of them stole it. Outside at sea, good news had arrived for the navy as reinforcements had arrived. The person who came was Garp and his brothers. Their only target was Roger's pirate crew. Inside, the 2 children had successfully taken the rare devil fruits. Finding a warehouse, they were about to eat them when Big Mom suddenly rushed over. Ivankov held the legendary devil fruit in his hand, but before he could do anything, it was stolen. Kuma saw this situation and was scared. Urged by his friend to run away, Ivankov risked his life to hold them off so that everyone would have a chance to live. The boy was told to eat it and survive. Even if it was just one of them, it was more than enough. Kuma obediently swallowed the devil fruit but didn't know how to use its power. As he ran, he was attacked by Saturn. He had noticed Kuma because he possessed Buccaneer blood. He declared that Kuma's fate was to be a slave and die. That had been decided by the flow of history. Despite the pain, Kuma was not despairing, asking him if he was an important person. It was strange how some people were born important, and others were labeled as slaves from birth. The boy wished to possess a power like Nika's, so he could save the miserable people in this place. The battle at God Valley continued for many days, but in the end, it was erased from history. The scene shifts to some time later. Somehow Kuma's group escaped the deadly island. The story of hero Garp was being widely discussed, but no one knew about the escaped slaves like them. In the end, this trio still couldn't know what happened to the battle on the island. In all that chaos, Kuma, with his devil fruit power, saved over 500 lives. The other 2 brothers were extremely proud of that. Everyone thanked the boy with tears of happiness. And Kuma's hands were considered the hands of liberation. These words reminded the boy of his father's advice: survive and endure. And one day the warrior of liberation will come. Having achieved the freedom he longed for, Ivankov had to bid farewell to his 2 younger siblings to set sail on his own. And they would never forget what had happened. As for Ginny, she chose to stay with Kuma to think about what to do with her life. She was 4 years older than Kuma, so she acted like an older sister, wanting to raise Kuma properly. However, because her body was too small, she couldn't do heavy work. So her younger brother had to help her by collecting firewood for Ginny. They would use it to sell for money, so they wouldn't have to steal anymore. That day, on their way home, they were stopped by some children. After learning that Kuma was only 9 years old, they tried to bully him. Seeing this, Ginny didn't say much and rushed in to teach them a lesson. Kuma, whose head was swollen from being beaten, stood up and removed the pain with his power. From then on, the children there started to become closer to the 2 of them. They almost followed them every day to help. With money, the couple bought a lot of food. Kuma always gave the best part to his older sister. Although small, Ginny could eat twice as much as Kuma, so she would have to work more. That night, they told each other about becoming slaves at the age of 4. Seeing his older sister laughing, Kuma thought it was better not to bring this up again. Before that, they had never imagined being able to eat their fill like today. Tears began to fall, even though they were free. Perhaps from now on, they would never forget the days they lived in hell. Kuma also recalled losing his parents, and then others falling one by one. Now, Ginny was his only relative, and when he saw her cry, Kuma cried too. The time they spent together was full of happy days. So seeing his friend cry, he couldn't hold back his tears.